The higher planes are what Christians call heaven. Throughout history, Freemasons, Knights Templars, Satanists, Magi, wizards, shamans, voodoo doctors, Kabbalists, monks, and even popes have engaged in magical ritual in order to contact the spirits of dead people, demons, and the elemental spiritual forces of nature which reside on the astral planes. The spirit world, with its 7 individual astral planes, surround planet Earth, interpenetrating each other like a vast onion, where each layer of the spirit world vibrates at different frequencies. These frequencies correlate to the 7 astral planes of the spirit world and can actually be seen by clairvoyant people. These people have often been described as mediums, prophets, and oracles. One of the most successful prophets in recent times was Dr. Nostradamus, who used powdered nutmeg and other hallucinogenic herbs to aid his visions of the spirit world. In fact, the Holy Bible lists more than 30 hallucinogenic plants which are used in rituals around the world to see into the spirit world.
Swear. Swear that you will never speak with anyone other than those who have been initiated about what I will teach you. If you break this oath, you will be killed, not by the Inquisition, but by one of us. Do you understand? I swear.
Now, notice how the catch works. You will use it while I'm away.
These books. Here is Al-Khasalas's work, The Elixir of Bliss, in his own hand. There. Scriptures of the Cabala, Solomon's Key. Many of them had the power to see the future. You must learn how they did that, so you can decipher your dreams. Nothing is accidental. Everything is according to God's law. What is that? It leads to the inner secret in yourself, and there you will see the future.
Nutmeg.
Partly. I will tell you the exact formula later. You must be very careful. Too much can be poisonous. You have to let your body get used to it slowly. But then, your visions will be clearer.
What is that?
It's from our friend Leonardo. A machine that drives underwater. And this. An explosion greater than anything we know.
psilocybin mushrooms are common in Northern Europe and were the ritual drug of choice for druids and Nordic shamans. So-called magic mushrooms, henbane, hemlock, belladonna, mandrake, Syrian rue, hashish, fermented honey, and, of course, opium, have all been used to see the spirit world. Mystics living in underground temples in ancient Greece ate fermented honey cakes in order to have visions of spirits. To this day, beehives are a secret symbol of Masonic lodges, which are part of the Bavarian Illuminati. Adam Weishaupt and the leaders of the Bavarian Illuminati ate hashish during rituals, a practice which was popular amongst the Jesuits of the Alumbrados cult in Spain. The effects of hallucinogenic plants, especially plants which contain DMT, dimethyltryptamine, reveal a very fine, transparent lattice which can sometimes be seen actually binding the objects and beings around you into a mesh of reality. This is known as the veil. And it can sometimes be seen shimmering and vibrating like a gossamer dusting over all surfaces. Shamans and magicians who use these hallucinogenic plants during rituals train their third eye, which is a term that refers to the ability to see spirits on the astral planes. The whole of planet Earth is covered with energy, which is known as the ether. This flows across the sky like an invisible weather system. According to Sir Oliver Lodge, one of the pioneer inventors of radio, the ether is actually a spiritual domain, and it interconnects with planets and stars right across the universe. The ether is the unseen, sacred life force which mystics speak of around the world. Modern science ignorantly teaches that the heart is merely a pump. However, miles of bookshelves around the world are filled with literature and occult research which proves that the heart is actually an emotional organ which beats faster with excitement or sexual attraction or when under stress. Many forms of physical exercise have been developed which enable one to counterbalance the extremes of emotion and train the heart to respond in a more balanced and safe way to emotional problems and harrowing experiences. These physical exercises are usually referred to as yoga. Aleister Crowley was a devotee of yoga, as any serious magician must be, for it brings into active fusion the important trinity of mind, body, and spirit. Gaining full command over the activity of the heart is a gateway to unlocking different forms of consciousness. To merely describe the heart as a pump ignores the important role the heart plays in allowing us to meditate and connect with the spirits in the spirit world. Blood is the carrier medium for the life force. The life force itself goes under many different names in many different cultures around the world. The most popular names for the life force in the Indian subcontinent are Chi or Prana. Chinese medicine teaches that the Chi life force is made stronger by fresh oxygen. This is why tree groves, rich in fresh oxygen breathed out by the woodland, have been chosen for ritual by druids, pagans and witches for thousands of years. Within our blood, there are cells whose main function is to carry oxygen to the vital organs. In addition to distributing the vital life force around the body, blood, in magical terms, also absorbs the emotional energy every time it passes through the heart. To this very day, tree groves are chosen by secret societies to perform sacrificial rituals. At Bohemian Grove in California, initiates gather in a tree grove and witness a ceremony where the spirit of compassion or care is symbolically cremated and sacrificed to a god who takes the form of an owl. In 2001, evidence began to appear from medical experts which suggests that our heart can absorb and remember part of our personality. It is as though the life force pumping in our blood and the emotional states we experience leave an indelible spiritual hallmark in the heart. Nexus magazine recently published a series of articles about the phenomena known as organ memory. Several doctors and patients have testified that some personality traits of a heart donor manifest in the character of the recipient. After receiving the heart of a young woman, a male patient could sing and knit and sew in exactly the same manner as the dead donor. It was as if the woman's spirit, as well as her heart, had been transplanted into the man. This phenomena has caused several transplant surgeons to question their purely mechanical attitude towards the human heart. The heart contains elements of one's own personality, and your blood gushes through your heart at a faster rate when sexually, emotionally, and, as we shall soon see, magically excited.